Hey guys, what's going on? Just making another video here. Today I'm going to actually be reacting to a video that Jimmy Dore made with he's kind of reacting to the video of a South African politician reacting to Western war crimes. So this is going to be pretty interesting here. Let's get this going and let's have a listen.
So there's a UK reporter interviewing a South African General Assembly secretary, and watch what happens. He tries to lecture the politician from South Africa about being a good humanitarian because South Africa is now working in partnership with Russia. Because the United States comes in and tries to decapitate their leaders and then start civil wars. Russia's not doing that. They're working with Russia. And the UK does not like that. So watch this journalist get his ass handed to him by the South African politician.
Africa is a treaty member of the International Criminal Court. If Putin comes here in August as planned, your government will be obliged to arrest him. As head of the ANC, do you believe your government should and indeed will arrest Vladimir
If it was
Putin?
according to the ANC, we will want President Putin to be here even tomorrow.
You would?
To come to our country. But
you would welcome Vladimir Putin here right now.
Of course, we will
a man
welcome.
who is being investigated for war crimes by the
We
International
will
Criminal
welcome
Court.
him to come here as part and parcel of BRICS, but we know that we are constrained by the ICC in terms of doing that. Putin is a head of state. Do you think that a head of state can just be arrested anywhere? How many crimes have your country committed in Iraq? How many?
There's a good point. I don't even know how many people died, but it's a lot more than what's going on right now in Russia and Ukraine, and those are absolutely war crimes.
Crimes have everyone else who's so vocal today committed in Iraq and Afghanistan? Have you arrested them?
You know the impact that
You're
this stand
making
of
a
yours...
lot of noise about putting in state of working for peace between Ukraine and Russia, and you fail to resolve the war. Where are the weapons of mass destruction? Tony Blair went to Iraq and claimed that they're weapons of mass destruction. Did you see anybody standing against that in the United Kingdom and Britain?
Or in the United States or Canada?
More than millions of people have died in Iraq and Afghanistan, and there are no weapons of mass destruction. We know what the war is about.
Mr. Secretary General,
between Russia and Ukraine, we want peace. That's what is important, so that the world can thrive. And organs and
Look at that, a politician who actually wants peace. Isn't that incredible? We need some of those here.
institutions of the world that institute world peace must not be conspicuous by their silence in deciding decisively.
we don't have much time left. I want to bring it back to domestic South African politics before we end.
Because you just cleaned my fucking clock. Let me bring it back to domestic South African politics because I was a real stupid of me.
You would let Putin sit here, right here in this chair.
Barack Obama kills grandmas and babies and children.
Shout out to Kurt Metzger, by the way. He does a really good job on this show. He's a good assistant for Jimmy to have.
Children and kids, slaughtered them.
Sorry, I would say maybe more of a co-host, not an assistant.
Them. Barack Obama did that. And when did he do it? He did it every day of his presidency. Every day he did that. He did that by presiding over a drone program that killed 90% innocent women, children, and men.
He had his own Ukrainian-style kill list.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's the really interesting thing too, and yeah, he's making a lot of good points here. You've got all these crimes that we've committed. Barack Obama, I mean, I think when he was president, they dropped so many bombs they ran out of them, which is pretty incredible. Just like every president in my lifetime and probably most of your lifetimes as well, these have been, our politicians are all war criminals, all of them.
Barack Obama did have a kill list. That's for real. And he killed innocent people. It would be like if he dropped a bomb on a mall because he thought there was a criminal inside the mall, and we had to kill all those other people. Well, we got the criminal.
Which is what terrorists have done before, which You know, I'd imagine that these people in these other countries like Somalia, Syria, Yemen, they probably think that Americans are terrorists. Wouldn't be exactly wrong in terms of their politicians, would they?
That's what Barack Obama did. Barack Obama is a war criminal, and what he did in Libya was a war crime. What George Bush did in Iraq was a war crime. They ordered a torture program to cover up their war crimes. That's why they have that. It wasn't to find information. It was to make people tell lies that would cover up their war.
Also,
And so they're all war crimes. So this boy, he tucked his tail pretty quickly though, didn't he?
I think
Fine, let's get. We don't have enough time.
the guy didn't even have to bring up the fact that neither America nor Russia nor Ukraine belong to that court.
Right.
No, like I don't
United States
understand
to
how
the
it would have jurisdiction over anything. None of us recognize it
Right,
to not get in trouble for those war crimes.
but he's saying that's well, South America. You recognize that court. You're supposed to do it. But
So, what kind of chump would you be if you're like, okay, so I have to pretend this is real, and all of you
don't. But we have to pretend it's real. This court, but you guys don't.
for
Okay.
a charge that also makes no sense.
And just a simple question. Hey, when are you guys in the Ukraine going after Tony Blair for Iraq? They killed millions of people. What are you going after? Okay, we're out of time. We have to talk about something else.
Notice how whenever you get a little bit uncomfortable with these so-called journalists, that they just go, oh, sorry, we're out of time. Crystal Balls, oh, we only have 5 minutes. Like this is ridiculous. I mean, every time they get a little bit uncomfortable, it's oh, sorry, just like that. Looks like we're just out of time. When they're not really out of time, they're just uncomfortable and they don't want to tell the truth.
Just like that. That reminds me of when Elon Musk was being interviewed by a UK reporter, and he totally freaking destroyed that guy. You just lied. He told him.
I mean, he
Yeah,
got shut down
I remember that.
faster than Crystal Ball.
So that, and by the way, so where's Beat? I'm going to guess that guy works for the BBC. Oh wait, I'm going to guess this guy works for the BBC.
We'll have to verify.
We have to
with the
verify.
restraints lady.
So this guy's there. Anyway, so that's fun. I thought you would enjoy that.
Vladimir Putin, come right here to this room.
Check out my new stand-up special, COVID.
All right. So I thought that was pretty interesting. You know, and like you know, like Jimmy was saying, like the politician from South Africa was saying, you know, it's look at all these war crimes. You know, they call America oligarchs, but they don't call it or sorry, they call it the Russian oligarchs, but they don't even recognize that America has its own oligarchy. So that's pretty interesting. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Again, please like and subscribe, and definitely also let me know in the comment section what you think about what Jimmy said, what Kurt said, and also what the politician from South Africa said. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I'll be back shortly with another video, probably tomorrow. Thank you very much, and I hope you have